right, Sonnies, every once in a while we meet someone whose whole purpose just radiates from them. It's amazing. And today is one of those guests. Oh my gosh, we have Spoonie already getting in the shot. Our next guest fell head over heels in love with our city by the sea, packed up her life in Chicago and moved here to chase a calling, helping people rise above life's challenges and shine in their everyday lives. And she does it in the most beautiful ways. Through Shine Consulting over 30 years, through compassionate care for people in hard seasons, through restyling homes and hearts, and yes, through a charming little spoonbill named Spoonie. Her book, Rise and Shine St. Augustine, is a souvenir for all ages, a love letter to our hometown that teaches a whole new generation to look closer and cherish this magical place we live. It's a part of a bigger mission: curate hope, cultivate joy, create possibilities. She's an author, an entrepreneur, and a bright light in this beautiful community. Please give a warm, sunny welcome to Lisa Haase. Hi,
Hey
sweet
there.
girl.
Hello there. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be
so
here.
excited that you're here and you're showing this incredible book. We've got to
You guys, this is not just, it's
incredible. It's just,
it is
yeah.
so incredible. And when you open it, you just start smiling.
So let's jump into this.
All right.
Rise and Shine St. Augustine. How did this all come about?
Well, it's interesting. It's been on my heart for a while. Saw something similar in another city. And when I came here visiting for like 8 years, just family and stuff, the city just captivated me.
Awesome.
And I found its uniqueness. And I thought, how do we tell this story? And the best way to do it was through illustration and through a little bit of history.
So you're coming from Chicago, right?
Yes.
I mean, hustle and bustle of that beautiful city. I
Yeah.
love Chicago. Big fan of Chicago.
Love it.
And how did you? Was it a vacation that you came to St. Augustine? How did this happen?
Well, similar to the story of how the company started, it was, out of heartbreak. My parents actually died 4 months apart.
Oh, God.
And I came, my brother lived here, and so I started coming here and doing holidays,
Awesome.
celebrations.
Awesome.
My niece and nephew's weddings were here.
Oh, amazing.
And so lots of milestone celebrations, et cetera, and just the center of gravity kind of shifted and family started moving here. And I just really wanted to live by family. I lived 15 years in a city where family wasn't near.
Yeah.
And I had the opportunity to come, and St. Augustine was my place.
It's so funny. I have a very similar story.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I was a big swimmer growing up. And
Okay.
my family would be in the minivan, and we would drive all over this country to go to these really cool swim meets. But my father really, really loved St. Augustine. And I was that kid with the, yellow Walkman in the back of the car. And I'm like, oh, God, we're going to St. Augustine. Well, my father passed away. And there was something always calling me to this city.
Oh,
Isn't it
that
something?
amazing?
And
yeah.
it's such a healing place. If you really dive into the culture of St. Augustine, everybody has a hurt journey.
Yes.
Everybody's got a story. And what's so beautiful about it is you're sewing it together on this incredible book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is awesome. Please talk about this process. And how did you pick the places that are being represented here?
So that's interesting. So that was the first thing that I did was I'm a photographer at heart. So
Okay,
I
good.
came to town and I started photographing everything. And so I uploaded like 93 photos to actually get the book to be, illustrated.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote down the different places that meant something to me.
True,
You
yeah.
know, that I experienced and did something with when I first arrived here. And I continued to enjoy those places. And so I picked those things. Some of them were near and dear to our family's heart, et cetera. And I laid those out in my head. And literally 10 years later, decided that it was time to write the book. Actually, it decided for me, I think, really. It was a slow season in my consulting business, and a friend came to visit me, Victoria. She's like just an angel sent, I think. Her and her husband, I hadn't seen him in 20 years. I see her every week on a Zoom call. But anyways, they came to visit me, and I hadn't seen him face to face in 20 years. She's battling ALS.
Oh, my gosh.
And she looked at me across the table and asked me about my dreams, and I shared this 3-prong idea that I had, one being the book, and she said, I can help you. And I'm like, I didn't even know what that meant.
Wow.
I didn't even know what that meant.
This is awesome.
I didn't know how she was going to help me. And I mean, I knew she was a brander and a graphic designer and did websites and stuff, but I had no idea. I'm like, well, I can't afford that. And she's like, no, let me. You helped me years ago. Let me help you.
This is awesome.
Now. And
Isn't it amazing how the universe comes together in a moment of grace?
unbelievable. And when they walked out the door, I literally, they were here for 2 days. And I still didn't know what it all meant. But they walked out the door, and I literally felt like I was entertaining angels. Like,
That's
they
amazing.
were so kind to me and just loved hearing about the vision.
Yeah.
And then we started meeting once a week,
That
an
is
hour
so
a week
cool.
for 9 months. And she's the one that got me the illustrator because it was her student.
You know what?
wow.
I love things like this because I do believe, and my mom says it all the time. My mom's very big. Like, you better
Yeah.
apologize to the universe for what you said. But
True, though,
I do
yeah.
believe certain people are in your life for certain reasons.
Like you
know?
in my life, my love.
Yes, friends.
There is no mistake for sure. And for me, I knew Victoria for over 20 years, and this just was a project that we were able to do together, and it just was the joy of my soul.
I have to invite you because I'm on the board for the ALS walk here in St. Augustine.
you are.
It is an amazing.
to do
It's in
it.
November, and we turn it into a really fun circus.
Sign
and
me up.
Oh, it's so rewarding. You have the high school bands that are playing along the route. It's so beautiful.
It's like a
Local
pep rally.
musicians, yeah, and then there's handing out like little donuts from Peace Love Little Donuts, like super cute, like little vignette. Gotta have you on. That would be so
Yes.
fun.
Oh, really good.
So I gotta ask you before we get into Spoonie, which I'm busting to talk about.
Me too.
But like your consulting work, did that really? What variables or what kind of special traits in your consulting work really kind of helped you shape this book?
Well, I think everybody has a story. And really, when we're working together to help people grow and realize their God-given impact or potential, that's really what I do in consulting, is to help unearth leaders and unleash people.
Love that.
And it's really about your passion and your gifting and your calling and what are you to do with your life. And I take people through looking at the landscape of their life. And so for me, I had to do the same thing. So I looked at myself and said, what do I have in my hands? And creativity was one thing that I really prayed about. I really wanted more creativity in my life.
Awesome.
And
It's hard because you can't force it.
No.
It has to come to you like a spirit, right?
Yeah.
I just love this picture of you with the umbrella.
It's awesome. That's a great shot.
That's
yeah.
like you're right there. Like you know who you remind me of? Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. Yes. Spoonful
That's
of
who you
sugar.
remind. Now I have a question for you.
Okay.
Miss Lisa. In the process of writing this book, what's your favorite part of this entire book?
I have to say Spoonie.
Yeah. Spoonie.
Guys, he's so cute. Now, what kind of bird? We know he's a spoonbill, but what kind of spoonbill? Because he's like a flamingo color.
Well, he is a flamingo color, and when I came to town and I took pictures of them in flight, I didn't know what that was, and I learned about it. Rosetta spoonbills are indigenous to this area, and they
wow.
nest at the alligator farm every spring.
Oh, I had no idea.
The alligator farm.
Yeah,
You can get chomped
up in the trees. So that was, I knew I wanted to hide something in the book
Yeah.
on every page, and that just became the obvious thing. I mean, a seashell kind of felt a little cliche,
Right.
And so
Starfish, same thing. You
and
know.
I fell in love with spoonbills.
Right.
He's so
And-
cute.
And then a shout out to my illustrator, Serena Young. She actually, I didn't know this at the time, but she's been drawing birds since she was 5 years old.
Oh wow, that's
so
her
it was
thing.
like a match made in heaven.
Yes.
And she made him come to life. I mean, so delightful.
You were telling us before we started that she actually won an award for the illustrations in your book.
Yeah, in college, the Addie Awards, they have a college rung, and she was in her senior year, and she won a silver Addie for the book illustration. So she's now a published illustrator, and
That's awesome.
She's amazing.
Do you still talk to her to this day?
Oh yeah, we're
Good.
working on some new things.
Oh yeah, good. I'm excited. Hopefully, there's like a Daddle Pepper angel or something
my
that
God,
could be
stop.
indigenous,
Well,
right?
no, that's a great idea. I might have to pay you for that.
Hey, I like that. Ding ding. Question on Spoonie. When was it like? I mean, you're diving in. You created this character, and you want to hide him in the book. But when did it seem like he got a personality? Right.
So such a great question. He actually came to life. I mean, there was actual character development of this book. I had never written anything in my life. I had never published a book. So I was drinking from a fire hose. And as we were placing Spoonie on every page, and I really gave that freedom to the illustrator to put him someplace, he became a character of the book. And his little mischievous self, etc. And so it was watching him over a 9-month process really come to life.
Yeah.
And it wasn't intentional. I just thought he was going to be hidden on a page. And
Yeah.
he just became his own personality.
Yeah. Now,
You can see it even in the eyes and
my
the
God.
expressions.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it.
Now, with using these main attractions in St. Augustine, what kind of work did you have to do to get the permissions to use like the logos and the put them in the book? Like,
True,
how was
yeah,
that process?
yeah.
So that was a process, and I started that initially because there was no point doing it if I couldn't. And so I met with all the different businesses in town that were featured in the book, and they were delightful to work with.
Yeah.
I mean, I said I was a local author, local resident. I have this book idea, and it's going to be able to promote their businesses, really, because in the front of the book, it's the rhyme for the children. It presents
Yes.
as a children's book, but in the back
Yeah.
is the information and a little bit of history of each of the places for adults to read.
Yeah, I want to give a shout because guys, this book covers, and like each one of these has an illustration that's beautiful. Alligator Farm we talked about, Bee Hill Farm, that's amazing. Bee Hill
Yes.
blooms. Obviously
cool.
the fort, the Flagler College. We've got the Lightner Museum, Bridge of Lions.
We got
Old Town
Spoonies.
Trolley is in this book. I mean, we love Dave and the team over
And the
there.
fort's in there.
Marineland, Knights of Lights is Mel's favorite.
Light.
That's right, get it right. The amphitheater. I mean, this is really cool. You really covered all the ground. So I've got to ask you, with this deep dive into St. Augustine, what's the one attraction or what's one place that maybe locals are, taking for granted and not really seeing clearly enough?
Oh gosh. Well, first of all, I would say most of them have gift shops, and so that is like the best hidden secret of all of them.
That's
is
true.
that they all have something for everybody in their
Yeah.
gift shops, and so they can be celebrated there. I would say the Lightner Museum for me, it was one of the first places I came. I saw the Downton Abbey exhibit.
Yeah,
and
wasn't that
was-
amazing?
Oh my gosh, set
Yeah.
in the 1920s. But I think that place is iconic, but yet the history is so rich.
Yes.
The story of itself
Right.
is really interesting. The architecture and how it was built, and the coquina stone, and all the things with Henry Flagler.
And the air conditioner is wonderful in there,
Yes.
It works great.
Right.
which I love. I love that.
And
Okay.
they do educational things too. So it's not just a museum with exhibits.
Right.
They really invite the public in to do different things. You can take an art class. They do education for children. It's fun.
I think you really do cover from downtown to the beaches to even to Marineland, which is so cool. Like, did you have adventures at each one of these spots, or did you kind of come up with the idea and then go have the adventure at the spots?
Oh, no. I lived it first.
Awesome.
And I lived it first. So hiking, many times hiked the lighthouse, for example. I have great stories with different family members that would come, and that's what we would do.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't expect a history lesson as you're hiking 210 stairs.
But it makes it
it's
cool.
so fun.
Yeah. So this book is in, you said, gift shops and stuff. I mean, is there specific gift shops that we could find this book?
You can find it in 17 different locations.
Wow, great.
It's at the trolley locations. It's at Two Sparrows, at Embassy Suites Gift Shop, the Beachcomber, Flamingo Coffee.
Fabulous.
There
fabulous.
is La Casa Studios, the
Nice.
Lightner Museum,
Jeez.
carries at Alligator Farm. It's the city center. The city information center by the parking garage.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
another best kept secret too of St. Augustine.
Yeah, it's so cool in there.
If you haven't been in a while, they redid it, and when they redid the floors,
So
it's like
cool.
a little mini museum about St. Augustine.
I know, and it's really cool. It's like interactive, right? And it like lights up. Yeah, it's really, really
It's
cool.
a quick study of the city.
I love that. So, is this book geared for more kids, or is it more a coffee table book for anybody? Like, what was the thought process here?
Well, I knew it was a souvenir book for all ages. I really got that byline in, just really praying about what was going to be the subtitle of that. And I really felt that God dropped that in my spirit for it, because I really wanted it to be a lasting thing.
Yeah.
So Airbnbs carry it in their Airbnbs. There's a QR code in the back that their clients can order the book and have it shipped directly to them. There is,
You thought of everything.
it's,
And I've got so many connections for you. I'm going through my head like, oh my God, Beach Babe Rentals. We gotta talk to them. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited.
oh my gosh, it is exciting. And I thought that it does present like a children's book.
Yeah.
But it is actually for adults. And when you see people flipping through it, it's what's so fun for me is to see the grandparents or the aunts and uncles buying it for their niece and nephew, and they're going to send it. And then before you know it, they're holding the book, they're whipping through it, and they're finding Spoonie on every page. It's
Well-
like they turned into a kid again.
It's fun.
She brought us these gift bags, and it has a Spoonie in it.
And Mel
a
doesn't
hat.
read. I do want to. This
Yeah, I
is
don't
a
like
book
to
that
read.
Mel will read. She will
And
actually
the first
read
thing
this
I
one.
did
Yeah.
was pulled out the book, and I sat here and read it, and I found all the Spoonies. I'm like, oh my God, look, he's doing this, and then you flip to the back, and it talks about each of the locations in the book in like a grown-up way. Guys, this book is really
Look,
freaking
Old
cool.
Town Trolley Tours. Look how cool that is. Like the illustrations. I can't shout that out enough. Like Serena is amazing at
She
this.
is a gift, and she is a
Is
sweet.
she ever seen St. Augustine, or does she just take this on?
Yes. In
Okay.
fact, she was on the calls originally when we were meeting with her professor who was helping me, Victoria. And she came on just to observe how a book was going to get done, you know. And by the second call, she came with a pitch of why she should be the illustrator. I had already selected an illustrator. And she came and she said, I've came there on my 13th birthday. It's my favorite city. I'm from Florida. I know what the coquina shells feel like and look like on the fort, and I can draw
You're like,
that.
done.
And
You're my
I'm
girl.
just like, who is this woman?
Yeah.
And what an amazing way for a college student to get an
For
opportunity.
her to get the aesthetic, the
Yeah, totally.
silhouettes of things, and she's right
she
on the
was
money.
Right there. And
Yeah.
then she's the one that really created our character, Spoonie, and such a clever, cute.
I love
He's
it.
just cute.
So, what was the fear? We always talk about putting your faith over fear, but what was your fear on producing this? Was it like, oh my God, no one's going to appreciate it? I have too many copies coming in. What was the fear of that you had to overcome?
Well, are people really going to engage with it or like it?
Yeah.
So Eleanor Roosevelt wrote this saying, do something every day that scares you.
Love it.
Do it afraid. And I was like, I felt like for 9 months I was doing everything afraid.
Yeah.
So I think every day there was something that I was learning new because I'd never done anything like this before. So I had to overcome that. But I think doing it in community and with a team was helpful. Having Serena, who was delightful, and then my friend Victoria, who believed in my vision.
Yeah.
You know, and came around me
Fanning
to
your
make
flames.
make it happen. Yeah. So I feel like without that and friends and family, it wouldn't have happened.
Let me tell you something. Just sitting here and listening to you, all you Sunnies, I don't know if you can feel the vibe through the camera. I'm sure you can. But just talking to you, if I had a business, I'd hire you as a consultant.
100 million
You are
%.
you immediately
See people.
trustworthy. You want people to be seen. You
Yeah.
understand them, and you're just friendly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you're not a mean girl.
No,
you're awesome.
we see a lot of them, and this is
Thank
wonderful
you.
to like be able to connect with you and have such a passion for our community, which I love it. When you see people that open up this book and really connect with it, is that the passion you have? Like that's why I wrote the book.
It is to see people delight. I mean, you literally see their expressions change.
Look at us. This is the first time I've
You
ever seen the
saw
book.
you saw when I opened the book what my face was doing.
I want
I know.
100 copies so I can give them out as Christmas gifts. That's
Yes.
an amazing
I mean,
idea.
it wants you to come. It wants you. It invites you in.
Yeah.
I think it invites you into our city.
But that's your personality. You are a very inviting person. So this book is exactly you as a piece
Yeah,
of paper.
it's hospitable.
Thank you. Well, that is something that I just love to do. I love to host, and people call me the ambassador of St. Augustine. My friends, a couple of them have moved here.
Oh, yeah?
Because they come visit, and I'm just like, we got to do this, we got to do this, and I just love the city.
Well, you need to be a broker now.
yeah.
Jenna,
Like you need another thing on your plate, right? No, I'm just kidding. But that's awesome, and showing and sharing the stories of St. Augustine too. I mean, obviously we have so many friends over the tasting tours, which we celebrate so much. It's an incredible company. In finding your adventures here, what do you hope for the future in St. Augustine and the next chapter of Spoonie? Is that on the works?
Well,
what? Sneak peek.
I think Spoonie has some adventures ahead of him.
Awesome.
He needs his own series.
He may need his own series, taking on a life of his own, actually. So I'm not ruling any of that out. I do have 2 other legs to this whole Rise and Shine, which is really to care for people in their everyday lives and to help them in their homes, et cetera, affordably do restyling their homes, using what they already have, really just making life in and around their worlds more cheerful.
Yeah.
And there's lots of ways to do that. One of the things I've done recently is helped some widows. I do lead some grief share groups.
Glad, okay.
And but what I really enjoy doing is kind of walking alongside of them. So I've become a grief coach for people who have lost their spouses in particular. But then there's all this, what's called, the lawyers would call death administration. And I just really feel like people need somebody standing alongside of them when they're talking to their brokers and talking to the life insurance
Sure.
companies and getting all that stuff that has to get really done in the first 6 months
Yeah.
when somebody passes and you're in the heat of your grief. And so I like to advocate for them and kind of keep them on track with those things.
I get
and
it.
take
Yeah,
the
we
worry
went
out
through
of
it.
them.
You're like a guardian ad litem for adults.
Yeah, exactly. I lost my partner 10 years ago, and that was his best friend, and that's how we bonded through grief.
Trauma bonds.
And it was like because because I needed a sounding board. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm making healthcare decisions that, he had no family. So,
Yeah.
and so, yeah, that is a really tough spot to be in.
Yeah.
You are a grace, like unbelievable earth angel, like to be able to do
Yes.
that. And like,
So now I have a more lighthearted question.
Okay.
So, it's no secret I love to eat and I like things. If you had to pick 3 restaurants in St. Augustine or little cafes, what 3 are your favorite? Like when people come, you're like, we got to go here.
Okay, so Beachcomber, obviously.
I love
okay,
Beachcomber.
I love them. Yes.
It's just a very good quality food for the price point.
Yes.
And it's just
It's
fun.
like old school Florida food.
And
I
we've been
love that
going there
family.
as a family for over 30 years.
Yeah.
So it's near and dear to our hearts for all of our milestone activities. I would say that I love Asado Life.
Yeah, true story.
It's the lunchtime's best, city's best kept secret for a nice lunch with a delicious food.
I'm going today.
She's going today.
See?
That's
yes, yes. And then
One
my
more.
newest favorite, which is not really a restaurant. I mean, I have so many restaurants. If you ask people, I'll tell them everywhere to go. The concierge of St. Augustine, I guess. But the Maison.
Oh,
Cafe.
yeah.
I went there, took my oldest stepdaughter. She came into town from Atlanta and we went Saturday.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
croissants.
Okay.
Andrea was there while you were. I mean,
Yes.
people. It's amazing. We had
It's a
him on
great
the show. He
spot.
was an awesome interview.
Jerome is
Yeah.
fabulous, and the coffee is divine.
Right, it's
Best cup
real.
of coffee that you're ever gonna get. I really believe. And the little beignets stuffed with hazelnut.
Shut up.
Pop them in your mouth.
6 of them.
Oh, at least.
He brought a dozen.
brought a dozen. I
and
ate half.
I ate half, and then 8 croissants. They
Yeah.
were gone by the
I
time.
ate
Yeah.
6 croissants. David had 2.
Yeah, it's a great place to meet up with your friends and have a delicious food. And
Maybe you do oh my God, maybe the next series, Spoonie goes on a food tour.
That could be fun. That could be a lot of
How
fun.
cute could
you
that be?
guys, I'm gonna have to pay royalties to
Oh my
both
God,
of you now.
you could make Spoonie and Mel's food adventure.
Oh, there you go.
So, Lisa, we've
Got
got to
it.
give a big shout out to where again we can find the book and how people can contact you if they want to add some help or a partnership or even get the book out even further.
Okay, so I do ship directly if they can't get to, if they need it shipped somewhere. So they can find a lot of information about what I'm doing with Rise and Shine at werisandshine.life
Got it.
and at Rise and Shine St. Augustine is my handle on Instagram.
Perfect. And we're going to tag that into comments right
Yeah.
now, and so everyone can connect with you. You were incredible.
You're amazing.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you guys for inviting me here. It's so fun.
So fun. Rise and shine, St. Augustine. Guys, even Sunny's out in the Sunnyverse. We got to order this. We have to show up and shout. This is the cutest book. This is the best gift ever. Look at this Spoonie. Amazing. We're going to take a quick break with Flashes and Brilliance and Maritime Creative.